Hello and welcome back to Rock Cycle. Today we're going to be looking at Frank Turner, the iconic folk rock singer. Now I know he's a bit different from what we normally look at on this channel. He's a bit softer and he's a bit of a change, but he's still a great class act, and I highly recommend checking him out if you don't know who he is. If you don't, some of my favourite songs by him are Polaroid Picture and Blackout, and they're a good place to look at if you want to get into him, but he's got so many great and iconic tunes, it's hard to choose a certain couple to start at. So he's going to get straight into the highlights because I'm sure that's what some of you are here only just to see. Now these are all mobile fan footage from the crowd, so it's not the best of quality, but it's still very interesting to see. So here we go. Right, so as I'm sure you can see from those, it was a great show and a lot of fun. Frank Turner himself has a lot of charisma and he's a great character, and you've got a really strong connection to the crowd. He's got a very die-hard fan base. It's almost like a cult following. It's basically you either don't know Frank Turner or you're full on in love with him. And he's very passionate fans are what make the shows really great. And he uses that a lot. He's got a lot of audience involvement, like singing along, clapping, circle pits. He likes to do a thing where he sort of like opens up a pit in the middle and he ballroom dances with someone in there, which is always, I'm sure, a very special moment for anyone involved, and he did that again last night, so it's like great fun. Also there's a bit of crowd surfing and all that, so it's very entertaining. He's a guy who clearly loves performing and really enjoys it. He's been going for over 20 years now, I think, and he's done over 2,300 live shows, I think. And he puts the same amount of passion and energy into every single one. This is clearly what he enjoys to do, and that makes his shows and his gigs a lot more like the next level concerts, because you can really tell when an artist enjoys the music and enjoys performing, because they find it more enjoyable, and as a fan you find it more enjoyable. I think overall it just puts on a much better show, because like sometimes you just get guys who just stand there and clearly don't want to be there, and it's just not fun for anyone. He's also someone who likes to constantly change up the set list. Like he did a few shows last night that he's barely ever performed before, so it makes it very interesting to see him, and it's definitely worth going to see him multiple times because you're never going to get the same thing again. Even within the same tour, he'll do an entirely different set list each night, so it's very rewarding for us older fans to come out and see, because you get sort of special treats that not everyone's going to know, and you feel a bit lucky that you're one of the few people who gets to see this old classic song which he doesn't play too much. But he plays all his good classic big songs, so if you're more of a casual fan like me, you're still going to hear all the songs you know and all the ones you like, so it makes it great for everyone. It's a really good and inclusive set list like that, and it works really well. So yeah, there's not a lot more to say on him besides he's just a really great act, and you really have to see him yourself to understand what he's like, because he's so different from everything else that's big in rock and roll at the moment, so it's hard to compare and he's hard to describe. He's like